come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Ekpa we go march along. To the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my youth day. Papa Emeka, don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. This self they shake my hand no fever. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my youth day. Papa Emeka, don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. This self they shake my hand no fever. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so. the champion, the land. Yeah. The best, Unu. Macron can me tell Unafu. The one I just show you, you will not see. More today. Yes. Yes.
Odu can send their son to you. Welcome.
Admin of Odumegu. On Neku Madokebo. Neku Madokebo, we prove good that now. Nisi Jagije. Where say that now? Ebu Telumu, Nkeki Bobo. Biafra Bobo Donso.
After God, now
Biafra Bo Ananso. Yes. Magaye Malo. Ye chireke kerala Biafra.
Yes. Oh, Trump Melo, chief of staff.
Asina dike mweze anaha kwa namba.
The Dragon Master.
Makano na afu be mudia before.
yes.
Unu kotelo mmo.
Yes.
Yenga gunu ta. Kuna struggle a change go from this meeting. Because of this single display. Aga me mehen chobuli me. In 2 months to come. Okay, mark my word. Agwamunu. Na Nigeria, edege ni hagede.
Yes.
Then the other hage send in Finland. Someone Ekpa. Nkana warm up, name press up. Makaye game after December. Man, okay, bido mebe noge. Makana. I get chowa ewoji. The Biafra land will never allow the enemies of our people, our culture, our belief and way of life to live the next minute. The earlier they pack their bag and baggages and leave our land for the defense of our women and children, the better for them. Nigeria, na convention, but can you generate a legal document?
Yes.
I get you see where Guazambo Wanine, Orogo Kwambunoga, organized Biafra. Magana before, up to this today is only awareness.
that we are not wanted in Nigeria.
Yes.
It is only awareness that Nigeria was not created to favor every indigenous person within that Niger area. And so it is for the best interest of everybody that we go our separate ways to develop ourselves in the best way possible. So we can value and recognize our culture, our differences, and develop our land ourselves and compete among nations. Where criminals and fraudsters will not be vying into positions with the money they stole from America. That is what we are fighting for.
Yes.
All of you remember those who promised to bring 25 Hilos cars to kill our people in Biafra land. They are all involved in the internet scam.
Yeah.
Those who was bragging how they will bring the Hilos from Abuja to stop us. They are all involved. The local government chairman that was arrested by the FBI on multi-million-dollar fraud, they are all together. They are the people bragging how they are going to bring Hilos to kill our people in Anambra. Today, where are they? Biafra, we end this fight. We are going to end to our next generation. Onye ọbụla ga-afụ ya n'anya. Onye si na ya ga nọ ndụ bịa ya kwado dịkwa wil ya. Maka anyị ejideghị gị ana ejide gị. Ọdụmegwu unu kpọlitere dike today. Ndewo. Ọdụmegwu kwenu. Yes! Ọdụmegwu kwenu. Yes! Biafra kwezonu.
Dịrị n'ezie anụ na-agba egbe ya na-akpa nri nwa mụrụ gba egbe na mba obodo ekwere na mmadụ apụtago usu a na-esu agụ mkpa na akpago anụso emesoke na-abara oye mba anụ njamjakwu na-agba ete ghara ghara ikuku ọma na ọnya dike ọma obo nwa obodo ji biri Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike n'ezie asị na ahapụ asị ka ebu asị ka abụ asị ka eburu na-anaghị n'isi ada ama aka maka na ihe eji ama aka debe dike achọba ahụ ụdụ n'ala Igbo. Simon iso na ndị na-achọ ahụ n'ala Igbo, iso na ndị na-ekwu ekwu n'ala Igbo, isokwere na ndị na-achụ achụ n'ala Igbo. Dike bụ aka na-abụ nnụ n'eri ma ndị ji egbe na-agba ọsọ. Anyị na-asị gị ekele mbụba bụ mbụba ihe a na-eme eme na na-eme eme ọ gosi ụmụaka Biafra na ha mechi ike ha ji iji ọkpa aga ma gị na nwe egwepụta ego ihe asị ihe ọbụla ekwuru si gị dịrị otu a ka o ya dị mbaba dike ekele anyị na-asị obodo ahụ obodo ihe a bụ ihe na-enyere mba aka ndị nna anyị ha ji biri ndị eji ama atụ ihe ha ji eme dike. Simon anyị sị gị na ha akwụ anyị na-asị onye kpọrọ gị oku na mma ya ji ekwe hụrụ mma, onye kpọrọ gị oku na njọ ya ji enwụrụ njọ. Na gị nwa dimkpa batara ọhịa emeghe egbe iji anụ bụ n'ọhịa na-agba ọsọ gị bata obodo meghe ebe iji ma ndị polisi ma ndị amị na-agba ọsọ. Ihe nna si onye oziere n'ụwa njanja nkwụ na-agba ete ghara ghara aja mgbe eji sụ aja ọhịa mkpomkpo eji kparịrị. A sị gị kelee Simon dike ọma nwoke ọma eji biri. Nnamdi kuliri kulie mụ Nnamdi bịakwara ya kpazụga gị kulie si n'ihe bụ Nnamdi ya bịa ka ya were aka n'iji aka na abụ na-eriwe vue gwara anyị o ji wuru dike. Anaghị aza dike na ụkpọrọ ọhịa onye mere ka o ji wuru dike. Ojemba enwe iro. Anyị na-asị gị ekele mbụba dike ọma. Ije niile ị na-eje na mbụba niile a na-ada ada na ihe niile a na-eme eme gị nwa Simon Ekpa chekwana ya n'aka. Anụ na mba na-agwa mba ihe a na-eme. Ịnọ n'obodo oyibo mana ijuro na Naịjirịa. Ndị Biafra sị gị jisi ike n'obodo ha sị gị gbaba mbọ. Mmụọ Biafra ha chekwene gị. Asụ na ekele a na-asị ebe na ebe Nnamdi anọ na mmụọ ji eni mmụọ aja mmadụ ndị ji eni si ha ji agha ya aka Simon Ekpa na-akpọ ite mmụọ ndị ji agha ha aka and o ji emekwere n'ala Igbo ọkwara nwa nkenke mgbe ya gbachaa ka mmiri pịachaa m Simon Ekpa jem ije na-eme ihe na-emeni gị ma anụ bara ọhịa gbara wara ọsọ onye gba aka na-abọ nnụ na-eri ndị ji egbe na-agba ọsọ Simon Ekpa anyị si unu ekele mba na mba bụ na nọ n'ala Igbo na-asị gị ekele ihe a ka ndị okenye ala Igbo niile ha sị m onye aka ma ọ kwuleroro gị nwa Simon Ekpa ewechi m ehihi anaghị azakwara dike n'ụkpọrọ kwa ahụ ọbụla ihe nrịba ama ji emerere Simon Ekpa ị na-ahụ ụzọ ị na-agba afa ịbịakwana ezi oziọma Biafra abụghị ovie n'isi yosi ekele ebe na ebe ga nọ na janja nkwụ gbara ete ghara mba dike mụrụ gbuo egbe anụsị emesoro ke na-abara oyi mba a na-asị gị ekele anyị ekele ndị obodo ndị nọ iche iche ndị bịara na dịrị Nnamdi Kalụ ndị bịara na-enye aka ka Nnamdi Kalụ kwụrụkwa n'oche ọnọkwa ndị si ka Biafra ji adịcha na anyị so n'obodo na ya bụ obodo gbakọlụrụ so nọnyere nni iji wee na-eme ka Biafra gaa n'iru anyị na-asị unu ekele dịrị unu niile ewuchimehi Simon Ekpa akwụkwana dike Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike usu anụkwa ndị esu agụ mkpa anaghị akpa agụ
the champion de la Welcome. Today is a very special day. We are holding a very special program for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Joko. Today is his birthday, and today we are going to do it differently
showing his memories, remembering him in all aspects and playing videos and remembering what he has told us in the past and so many things that happened in the past that people are forgetting. We are going to go back to bring out memories. We are going to bring out remembrance. We are going to bring out the work that he has done. We are going to bring out things that some of us have forgotten. We are going to go back to memory lane to remember the good work of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining this program. Please, as you join us, like and share. Invite others to join so that we can celebrate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko together. Today is his birthday. It is birthday. He's a man that has given it all. He has given every single thing that needed to be given and continue to give. Up to this moment, as we speak, he is still fighting and struggling for Biafra. Today is his birthday. Today was the day that Chukwu Okike Abiama gave us this man who has been in the forefront to calm us down when we lost all hope. After our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, was taken away from our midst, we had no hope. We don't know where to look at. We don't know whom to trust, whom to talk to. But Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko volunteered himself, and he became the front line, fought on different angles, and made sure that we are not forgotten. Today, we are remembering him. And in the remembrance of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we are going to play so many memorable videos that he did while he was with us to remember him. That is what we're going to do. Let us go forward and continue on the program before we will go into our full opening speech of the day. Let us continue to show the beautiful programs of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, in his remembrance and some of his appearances that we admire a lot.
Convention came 29 November na Latino. Na batara December 3rd declare right Biafra no. Nwesi ki melu mko bido mu mana afa. Itini we sa pata no bi. Onya na akpọ nwere ife ọ na-eme. Na azabata no bi nwere ife ọ na-eme. Na azabata no bi udadum. Ife abia no. Wetara Biafra ba anyị no. Obi adi anyị mmanụ. Anyị emeru ka isi emeri ma mere anyị ka isi emenu. Asa ka mu kwa ke ba kwa aka ni dodori. Mera ki na na kwa yeso na asụsụ tie gi kenu. Isi na kwa biri na ya debe na na ya debe na. Onye si na ọ da fa ya me ya ọfụna anya ni. Ọkwa isi na nweta isi kwadori. Anyị eme ibe ha afụna anya no. Onye si na nke na eme ya do ma ya nwere ike ti na nke anyị no. Onye si na isi na wa ga eji nke wara na aja no. Asị dodori kere kwa ga eke ụbọchị eke. Na ga alụ ọfọ dodori. Ya eke ya atụ ji flegeli no. Mama nụ nguzu ụbọchị eke nu. Mama nụ ya deko de elu. Ma wa lu roju go kongo chata lo no asi ni go chara chara le ti go do ri na to ni jana kugo abi ma go na tu go alu na e kana na kana go lo ta go ko ti ekenu keke ibe oke we ti fo ma ri o ti ma kere kwa gi lo de o ga di no na de ko egi no mo ko maka ye melu nu na fu o ya apu bata ya apu awe pa mo na apu mo go nu ti na gwa lu mo ku da fa ri Kwami pa magwa iko bidigi manodu eri. Makipa mna pa kujilali unife. Ipa mna kwa makatilo mna. Yalu wa manatule rifife ne kuna nyari. Atini sonandodi. Ndakara lole. Ngamela iko bidagi manu. Na njida dozi mwana dodoli. Makala makata sila kuna kwa na maya lata kwelio. Manibuna tala ili ya kwa na natujua mtodo. Kodu na kele kwa halo na
Ndo na
Esa kota no bianu meke ne kwelu. onume kene kwelu abasa bali na wele mgbe gbali ndị su ọsọ dọdọri na ha ma ife ọdọgwu na-ele ha nụ iwe chiri meda na atụ atara ha si anyị chọrọ ime ka ha fụrụ anya arị mgbe bunatara Biafra ka obido ụmụ mmanụ bunatara Biafra ka obido ụmụ mmanụ na-atụkwa n'azụ ụgbọ na ife oyimi na atọ n'oyi ihe melu m ka obido ụmụ mmanụ enweghị ihe ọgụ n'okwu eyi sigụpụtara Biafra ka anyị nwee n'onwe anyị dọdọri ekele kele n'ọlụ m Nnamdi Kanu ebe o nyere ka igwe kwụsị anyị toro ụlọ anyị eme ka a gwara anyị dọdọri
Ndonna.
otu unu ọmanụ tiri iwe zabata n'obi ịbata bachi n'obi nu ka ebụrụ mgbọrọgwụ na n'ụdị eyi ma meere anyị emerụ oyi Finland be anyị o ndị lati onume ekenekwa unu elezasa stọp onume ekenekwa ego faụnda onume ekenekwa ego adanda bụ na ndị ekene onume ekenekwa ego achara ugo nwaanyị ọgba ngebe oyibo nu onume ekene egu n'okwu eyi
Ndonna. Ya gazie.
nwakabaka esi eme ọdịnala dodori onume ekenekwa unu donu
Ndonna. Ya gazie.
ka ọnụ m kenekwala unu ka unu ha wee kpuchie ya onume ekenekwa unu ndị muvin tren onume ekenekwa unu lizin ọfisa n'obodo niile onume ekenekwa unu ndị banyị nọ France onume ekenekwa unu Germany onume ekenekwa unu ndị obodo unu onume ekenekwa unu onume ekenekwa unu na-eme ka obido dị mma n'akanụ atụghị nchekwa ọnụ ekenekwa nga ekene ọnụ dodori sabọnụ kpọnụ m ekene ego mmụọ ka ibe enu ọkụzi egwebe m ndị ekwuribe anyị nụ ọnụ m ekenekwa agụ ọnụ m ekenekwa agụ ọnụ m ekenekwa agụ na ngwụ Obataobie na ngwụ Obataobie mabụletara Biafra ka obi edere anyị nụ alụrụ egbu ome na ndị na-eme m ife alụrụ egbu ome bụletara Biafra ka obido ụmụ mmadụ dodori ọtụtụ ịgbalụ n'akwa ka nna ya owu n'olu sigba na elu nya ka obido ụmụ mmanụ mmanụ afagharị tinye ịkpa m n'akpa metenarị n'ife ime m n'aka memenarị n'ife ịkpazie m n'ọnụ
onye kwuru ka a na-eme Obataobie ihe kwuru ka a na-eme onye ọwụ nna m ihe bụ agụ chụpụsịrị ndị zoo polisi na checkpoint na Biafra land
Mmadụ ga-eme ya. O nwere ka ị ga-esi tigide ụmụazị ihe ofe ụbọchị ha kwụrụ kwechiri ọhịa anyị na-eme kịta
anyị kwechiri
anyị nụcha ọgụ a anywhere afụrụ ihe yiri ndị Biafra mgbe Usman Dan Fodio buru agha nke ya wee bata wee gbugide ndị ugwu wee gbuchie ha wee were ana ha sọnsọ that story ahụ akụkọ ahụ bụ ihe a na-akọrọ anyị akọgide aka ka Usman Dan Fodio si wee gbuchie ndị ugwu o wee bụzi ya dat na onye sizi n'ugwu Awụsa wee pụta mụọ agụ ụra n'ala Igbo isisi agbakwana ejekwana dị ọgụ na ọ na-agbakwa daga maka ọrụ ihe a kọrọ anyị ndị a were egwu Igbo onye Awụsa mụọ agụ ụra ịgbachi ya nkịtị maka na ịma na ọ ga-ama gị daga mana ọ macha gị daga ahụ nweghị ị ga-eme ndị a wee were ụjọ wee jide anyị wee na-adagbuo onye ugwu mee gị ihe ịgbachi nkịtị ị na-edi ya mana onye nwanne gị bụ onye Igbo mee gị ihe o wee Biafra mee gị ihe isi ka egbuo ya nkịta nke echi maka na ịma na ọ naghị ama daga aga m agwa unu na daga anyị kịta abụrụzi against ndị Igbo daga anyị kịta bụ against ndị ahụ bịara ube anyị igbu anyị kwotu Usman Dan Fodio style anyị ga-ama ha ivu eva n'ụwa niile a daga niile ha malụ n'ugwu Awụsa anyị ga-amakarịa ha nwasef ebe a ka anyị nọ amachazi ya ozi onwe ya will now begin to idozi ana anyị dozie ana Igbo dozie ana Biafra ọ dịla anyị mma maka na ihe anyị na-achọ ka ọ dị onye ọbụla na mma ka ihe niile a na-eme na-aga aga onye nwere isi ọgụgụ ọ gụọ onye nwere isi eji alụpụta ihe o mee ya na-alụ ya na-afọ ya na ya na-eme kọmpetishọn n'ọhịa na-eme ka ụwa dị mma
onye ọbụla na-egori ndewo otu unu kwenu kedu ihe a na-akpọ ya sef
otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ kwenu che otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ kwenu
eziokwu bụ ndụ
Biafra kwezuonu
eziokwu amara
asị egwu nalameto
Nnamdi idie Obataobie idie odogwu nwoke ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma nna m Obataobie daalụ a sị na onye na-eme
ụbọchị taa ụbọchị gị Obataobie ụmụ Igbo ya echiwe gị ọzọ today ikwete na ọ na-eme
Obataobie daalụ nna m a sị na onye na-eme ka m si eme ka m na-akpọ ime ọma nke bụ eziokwu bụ ndị izu ndị ha yiri anyị egwu kpọọ ya anyị ụjọ n'ahụ mana ịgwaghị eziokwu kamgbe ụmụazị m wee kweghị n'ụjọ ahụ that is why mbelecha anya like this obi aṅụrị na-akpa m ọ kachasị otu isi wee kwechikwuoro ebe ndị afọ nja nọ na-agwa ha eziokwu ọkwa ifuru sinsi iji agwa ha eziokwu ha anaghịzi abịa amanye anyị ụjọ ha na-amanye anyị because anyị ekwechirigo nna m daalụ nwoke ọma akwụ gị n'azụ ọmaka ma elu gị
ndewo maazị onye isi ala anyị ha sị na ịda atụ Igbo mana a ga-emecha kweta taa maka na ihe ndị Igbo ka anyị nọ
ndị na-ekwu ihe a ngwara ya ka m asụ Igbo ha na-asụ Igbo ha na-asụ ụdị Igbo nna asụ ha na-asụ Igbo Abakaliki
mba nọ
ịma nke ọzọ.
So we will continue to celebrate our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa on his birthday. And I will continue to play some memorable videos that he made. That video I played now was in one of the visits he made during his own time. He was visiting different groups, different countries on different occasions. That was when he visited the Otunokezi and they accepted him and received him. And he made that very remark. And he spoke about the fear that the Janjaweed have put on us that made us to think that they have done something great. The Ottoman Danfodio war against the Christians, against the Biafrans, and they made us to be afraid of them. But Mazi Simon Ekpa came and instilled strength in us and gave us that boldness to continue to stand strong in the face of all intimidation. So that was a very wonderful remark he made there. And we will continue to play some other videos that he made. I'm going to play one video again, an emotional video. This video is so emotional that anytime I watch this video, I personally get emotional. Emotional video that Mazi Simon Ekpa made in Finland during the first convention. In that first convention, he made a speech that was so emotional that except you do not have conscience, each time you watch that video, you will understand what Mazi Simon Ekpa went through. That he was not just in Finland enjoying. And when you listen carefully to what he said, you will understand that the challenges has been there. It was not roses for Mazi Simon Ekpa. All the time he was there in Finland fighting for you and I, it was never roses. It was never roses. There was always that challenge. There was always that, but he wasn't afraid. He wasn't scared. He continued to push on, even though there were so many attacks. He continued to push on. In that very speech, he introduced the person we know as his godfather over there in Finland, and that it is the man who knows what he has been passing through. And when he was saying it, he almost cried. There is only that man that understands him in that very country called Finland. So the way he spoke and the emotion that comes out of it will make you understand that it has never been roses for Mazi Simon Ekpa. He has been facing great challenge. But in the midst of those challenges, he never gave up. He never gave up. Even what happens to him today, the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa, he knew that it was coming. He knows. He knows that there is a possibility that it will happen. But that did not make him to chicken out. That does not make him to betray. That did not make him to receive the offer that was given to him. When they offered him to make him the Dangote of Biafra land, he refused. Not because everywhere was roses, but because he cares about you. He cares about me. He cares about our collective interest. It is important to remember the work he has done. And today is his birthday. We will never forget. Let us listen to this amazing speech that he made. Listen and watch carefully on this program. You will understand what I just briefly explained. You will understand it better when you listen to his speech on this very platform. In the first convention, you will understand that it has never been roses, but he made that sacrifice for you and I to keep on pushing until what happened happened. Let us listen to him.
I was taking a lot of bullets for me. Because we understand what is going on better than any other person.
When Master Simon ever said that Mr. Keo have taken a lot of bullets for him, do you understand what that means? When he made that comment that his godfather in Finland, Mr. Keo, have taken a lot of bullets for him in Finland, that was a message that he was sending to Biafrans, that it was not roses, that it's not easy. Even though we see him come and jump and cry and shout, that it's not easy. There has been great challenge and attacks in Finland there. That it's only this man that understands him. I want us to listen to this message carefully. Listen to him carefully. What he said in that message, you will understand what Master Samarko went through, what he has been passing through, even before he was finally arrested.
I was taking a lot of bullets for me. Because we understand what is going on better than any other person. He has been with me since the time he met me to this point, and he believed in me. Mr. Keo is the secretary of the UPF in Finland. Well, in the afternoon, I'm going to make an official speech which will address a lot of things. I just want to welcome every one of you to Finland. This is the man that everybody wants to crucify. God is going to use me to end Nigeria.
go back and listen to that short speech he made. That short speech he made carries a lot of weight. It carries a lot of weight. It reveals what Mazi Simon Ekpa was going through in Finland all this while that he never wants to talk about. He never wants to talk about it. But some of us thought it was roses. It was never roses for Mazi Simon Ekpa. So today, we are remembering our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Today is his birthday. And he deserves every attention. He deserves our support. He deserves our praise. Mazi Simon Ekpa's birthday is today. And today we are celebrating the legacy of truth, courage. We are celebrating Biafra destiny. Wherever you are watching this program from, whether from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Today is not just another day. It is not just another broadcast. Today is a declaration of resilience, a declaration of courage, a declaration that the spirit of a people can never be buried. That is what we are celebrating today. Today we celebrate the birth, the journey, and the unwavering voice of one man, Simon Ekpa Njoko. That is what we are celebrating today. A man whose name has echoed across continents. A man whose voice has stirred conversations. A man whose stance has ignited both support and controversy. But above all, a man whose message has refused to die. That is the man we are celebrating today. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people. Today is not just about age. It is about impact. It is about asking ourselves, what does leadership mean in times of struggle? What does courage look like? What does courage look like when pressure rises? What does it take for a voice to stand when many choose silence? Because history does not remember those who were comfortable. History remembers those who stood when it was not easy. And that is why today is powerful. Because it reminds us of leadership. It reminds us that leadership is not just a title. Leadership is not just a title. It is a burden. It is a responsibility. It is a sacrifice. Every journey begins with a decision. Every journey begins with a decision. A decision to speak. A decision to act. A decision to stand. But let me tell you something this morning, wherever you're watching from. Either you're watching us in any platform or those who are going to watch later. Standing is not easy. Standing means criticism. Standing means pressure. Standing means being understood, misunderstood, being misunderstood. That is what standing means. In this very struggle, for you to stand firm in this struggle, for you to stand firm in this agitation of Biafra, for you to stand out, to lead in this agitation of Biafra, you must know that standing out in this struggle means a loss. It is not easy. Standing out for the restoration of Biafra is not easy. It means criticism. You need to be prepared to receive criticism from east, west, north, and south. It means pressure. You need to be prepared to receive pressure, to absorb pressure. You need to be prepared. It means being misunderstood. You will be misunderstood. In this struggle, if you are genuine and you are in this Biafra agitation, prepare that you will be misunderstood by so many people, including your own brothers and sisters, your friends, the people you are fighting for are going to misunderstand you. But yet, the journey continues. There are moments in history when individuals become symbols of resistance, symbols of identity, symbols of hope. Nnamdi Kanu was the first person to attain that height. The supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, attended that height, and he became the symbol up to today of resistance, of identity, and of hope. And when it seems that all hope is lost, Chukwu Okike Abiama raised Mazi Simon Ebanjoko. And from then till date, he became a symbol of resistance, symbol of identity, and also a symbol of hope. Not because they planned it, no, but because circumstances demanded it. The position that Mazi Simon occupied today, he didn't plan for it. Neither did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu plan his. But because circumstances demanded it, they are in the position they are today. And when that moment comes, you either step forward or you step aside. When they call for duty arrives, it's either you step forward or you step aside. But Mazi Simon Ekpa stepped forward. He never stepped aside. He stepped forward. And today, we are remembering him and we are celebrating him. We are celebrating his legacy of truth and courage. And today, we are talking about his legacy. Because legacy is not what you say. Legacy is what remains when the noise fades away. Legacy is not what you tell us, what you say. It is what remains when all the noise fades away. Legacy is built through consistency. Legacy is built through conviction. Legacy is built when words match action. And here is the truth many don't want to hear. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite the fear. Courage means acting despite the fear. When you say somebody has courage, it doesn't mean that you don't have fear. But even in the midst of the fear, you acted. I want you to go back and listen to that video of Mazi Simon I just played before I begin to speak. In that video, you will see him lament, became emotional. He was almost shedding tears. What he was passing through in Finland because of this struggle. That it is only his godfather there that understands him, Mr. Kelly. When pressure comes, what do you do? When opposition rises, what do you do? When the world questions you, what do you do? Do you retreat or do you stand? Because history always rewards those who stand. Today, Martin Simon Ekpa is standing in the midst of all the challenges, in the midst of all the offer. He rejected every offer. He never retreated. He continued to stand, even at the point of death. The same with Nnamdi Kanu. Even at the point of death, they never retreat. They are standing. Today we are remembering Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people. This conversation is bigger than one person. It is about a people. When we are celebrating the birthday of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, it is not just about him. It is about a people. It is about identity. It is about the universal question of self-determination. Across the world, history has shown us one thing. People will always seek a voice. People will always seek recognition. People will always seek dignity. And no matter where you stand, this conversation cannot be ignored. No matter the group you belong, no matter where you stand, no matter what your ideology is, this conversation cannot be ignored. Because at the heart of every struggle is a desire to be heard. At the heart of every movement is a demand for justice. We, the Biafran people, we are demanding for justice. So today we pause. Today, being the 21st of March, 21st of March, the birthday of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. We pause, not to argue, not to divide, but to reflect. We reflect on the journey. We reflect on the impact. We reflect on the conversation that have been created. That is what we do today. And yes, we celebrate life, the life of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Because every life carries a story. Every voice carries influence. Every moment carries meaning. Right now, I want to hear from you. Go to the comment section and drop your birthday wish on the chat section. On the comment section, wish the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, a birthday wish. Drop your birthday wish on the comment section. When you drop your birthday wish, say where you are writing and where you're commenting from. Share your thought. If you want to join the program, follow the link and join, and give a congratulatory message or pray for our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you want to pray, pray. If you want to encourage him, encourage him. If you want to adore him, adore him. Share your thoughts respectfully and powerfully. And don't forget to like and share this program so that others will join us and listen to what is going on. And remember that today is the birthday of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Let me say this clearly. Voices may be challenged. Voices may be questioned. Voices may be opposed. But voices that speak conversations can never be ignored. Voices that speak conversation can never be ignored. Because once an idea is planted, once a conversation begins, once people start asking questions, there is no going back. And that is the power of influence. So wherever you are watching this program today, I want you to continue to pray for our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. He has done a great job. Appreciate him in your own way. Appreciate him. For some of you who will be asking, what did he do and how far has he gone? I want you to listen to this video I'm about to play. You are going to hear Mazi Simon Ekpa with his own mouth, tell you the achievement that was made in his presence. I want you to listen to the message of Mazi Simon Ekpa, where he enumerated the progress and the successes, the achievement he made in the quest for Biafra. For those of you who are asking, what did he achieve? What did he do? Then when you look at all the things he's going to mention, take your pen and paper and write them down. And then you cross-check each and every one of them with today. Get your pen and paper, write down the achievements of Mazi Simon Ekpa as he is going to state it, and cross-check it, cross-examine. The link is there for you to join if you want to join. If you don't want to join, you can write on the comment section if you have a contrary opinion. I want you to pay attention to this video I'm about to play and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa explain things by himself.
What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens, there are many things that we need to put in place. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again, and you will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto government. In 2023, we have launched Biafra Liberation Army. In 2023, we launched Biafra Navy, we launched Biafra Air Force, we launched the forces of Biafra. In 2023, we adopted Helsinki Declaration, which is the constitution of Biafra. In 2023, we had a convention in Finland where Biafra people gathered from all over the world as delegates to vote on the Biafra Charter, which is a living document subjected to amendment. In 2023, we have created 40 states of Biafra, and believe me, many more states will come because we are not done yet. In 2023, not only that we created state, we also brought a redesigned and a redrawn Biafra map to reflect the current situation and the current demography of Biafra. In 2023, we started engaging officially Nigeria state in a guerrilla warfare on self-defense. In 2023, we officially and publicly engaged Nigeria terrorist army, and we are neutralizing them on daily basis. It has never happened before in the history of Biafra after the war. In 2023, we publicly and openly made sure that Nigeria doesn't kill again in Biafra land and go free. So, if you look at those things I've mentioned and those ones I have not even mentioned, are you still going to challenge Simon Ekpa that Biafra has not been restored in 2023? Biafra declaration is not about mouth pronouncement. It's about putting every structure in place. It's about putting every mechanism and measures in place to shaping the map and the structure of Biafra. In 2023, we have designed the economic viability of Biafra. In 2023, we have kicked off the Biafra Urban Development Project. In 2023, we've made a lot of impact globally. In 2023, the Biafra awareness gained the highest momentum in the history of Biafra since after the war. In 2023, we made the Nigeria terrorist army to cry on the floor of National Assembly. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. In 2023, those who are serving as the agent of Nigeria, benefiting from the corrupt entity called Nigeria, openly called for persecution, execution, and the kidnapping and arresting of Simon Ekpa, because they know that this is a different thing from what they have seen in their entire life. In 2023, they call for the arrest of Simon Ekpa and call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Confusion. In 2023, after they have used many years to plan the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, they have come to say Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's a very gentle man. He's a nice person. But just 2 years ago, they kidnapped this nice person from Kenya. 2 years ago, they tortured him for 8 days. 2 years ago, he was an evil man. 2 years ago, they called him terrorist. 2 years ago, he was everything evil to them. 2 years ago, they spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They kidnapped him and put him into a private jet from Kenya to Nigeria. 2 years ago, Nnamdi Kanu was everything evil to Nigeria, including to Ohaneze Ndigbo and all of them. 2 years ago, he was the only problem of Nigeria. 2 years ago, he was the only person that constituted all manner of insecurity in Nigeria. He was the one who is more deadlier than Boko Haram. He was everything that Nigeria don't want to see. Today, as Simon Ekpa take the Biafra liberation to the next level, the same people are now calling Nnamdi Kanu the most sensible person. These are hypocrites. These are devilish people. These are criminals. That only thing they want to do is to give dog a bad name in order to kill it. They have given that name to Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves were the one who condemned Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today, they have seen that, yes, indeed, someone actually followed this footstep of Nnamdi Kanu and ready to drag all of them to Biafra land. So when we get to Biafra land, we will treat their fuck up very well. Today, the same people who gave the bad name to Nnamdi Kanu in order to be kidnapped, they slandered his name, blackmailed him to other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. All of them today has come to say that Nnamdi Kanu is very sensible. Now it is Simon Ekpa is the problem. These people who are just evil from birth refuse to understand why Simon Ekpa have decided to take this thing upon himself to liberate the people of Biafra who has been subjugated and chained with Islamic State agenda. They found themselves in a hole. They tagged us, dots, in a circle. Because they thought that they have actually systematically conquered everybody by dividing, creating states, dividing us, changing the demography and map of Biafra people. And at the end of the day, they structured out 5 tiny states, called it 5 Eastern states. And they say, let us continue to divide them. And now they tell you, oh, you are talking about Biafra. You are just 5 states in the circle. We have come to destroy their evil agenda. Today, you will understand that the plan of the Islamic State has failed. Today, the Biafra people are proudly announcing the 40th state, which is called the United States of Biafra. 40 complete states, cut across board, including in the area where they claim they were never Biafra. I have come to learn from what Biafra did wrong in 1967 to 1970, I have come to learn what Wazirike did wrong from the time he started the Biafra movement, and I have come to learn what Nnamdi Kanu did right and was in the process of doing before the plan and kidnapped him. I continue from there, and today we are where we are. They are not resting. Those IPOB Nigeria are not resting as well. Every given opportunity, they think that there is infight in the Biafra government. They will say, oh, their hope now is that they are fighting. And they are hoping that there is infight in the Biafra government. That is to tell you that, like we said, they are cursed. They are cursed. And they can never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. Biafra has been restored in 2023. We have a government, we have a structure of the government of Biafra, we have every department that made Biafra government a legitimate government. The people of Biafra are loyal to the government, both in the exile and in the homeland. We have governors, state administrators in all the 40 states of Biafra. We have the deputy governors, which is called administrators. We have the secretary of state of each state in Biafra land. We have the chairmen and managers of county and the district. If you do not understand that with this structure we have now, one day you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra.
it means that you are an idiot. I told you that by the time I finish with Nigeria, you will sleep in Nigeria one day and wake up in Biafra. The next phase is to set up the police of Biafra. The reason why we have not set up the police is because it is going to be state police. Every state will have their police. Every state will be independent. It is going to be local police, and there is no interference from the central government of Biafra. The military is a joint military. It's one military that will protect the territorial integrity of Biafra. When one state is attacked, it means that you have attacked all of us. So my people, for those who are asking when are you going to declare Biafra, we have already declared Biafra. We are only waiting for us to conclude the last phase of the Biafra government, and one day you will sleep and wake up in Biafra. Like I said, then we must capture every cranny of the Biafra territory.
The message here is loaded and full. You heard Mazi Samaraba say Biafra was declared even while he was with us. It is full. We were only waiting for the ceremony and getting of documents. He did a very wonderful. In that program, go and watch it again and again. You will see Mazi Samaraba narrate every single achievement from A to Z. That program is very important, and I will be playing that program throughout this week. For the rest of the week, for the rest of next week, I'll be playing that program constantly so that people can listen. Take your pen and paper and write down everything that Mazi Samaraba said there. When you write those things down, you will never be confused anymore. That message, I will play it throughout from tomorrow onwards. You're going to be hearing that program. From Monday, throughout next week, I'll be playing it. Take your pen and paper on your own time. Go back and listen to that video. If you listen to everything that Mazi Samaraba said from A to Z, you will not be confused. This confusion you are seeing today, you will not be part of it. You will not be. You will be focused. You will not be part of it. The legacy of Mazi Samaraba must be kept and respected. And as we continue to celebrate Mazi Samaraba today, today is a special day. As we celebrate him, we will continue to play some interesting video that came out from him. Some interesting video that he made while he was with us. We will use all those videos to celebrate him, to remember him, and some statements he made while he was with us. Very, very important for the celebration of his person. Mazi Samaraba was a very happy man, very committed. Even when the challenges were waging and raging, you will see him dancing and singing. You think all was well. All is not well. You saw when he was speaking in the first convention, he was almost shedding tears, very emotional. And in that place, he said, it is only that his godfather in Finland that understands what he is passing through in the hand of the Finnish government. Only that man understands. You know, sometimes when he comes, he dances, he plays, we think that all is well. All is not well. The challenges have been there. And the arrest, he knew that it was coming. Mazi Samaraba knew that it was coming, but he didn't run away. He didn't run away because he knew what he was doing. He didn't chicken away. He didn't say, oh, they're going to arrest me. Oh, they're going to detain me. Oh, they're going to kill me. No, he didn't. He stood his ground. For some of you who think that his arrest was a surprise to him, it never came to him as a surprise. He knew that it was coming. He knew very well that it was coming. But he didn't run away. If you have listened to the messages he preached at the last time before he was arrested, you will see where he spoke. When he went to the Finnish police to go and take permission for the convention, he said it on video. When he went to take permission for the convention, they told him, you know that this thing you're about to do is going to bring out an international outrage. He said, yes, I know. That's what I want. So there is nothing that happens to him that is not aware. He was aware and he was prepared to make that ultimate sacrifice for the restoration of Biafra. And he went ahead. He was never a coward. He was never scared. Even in all the fear, the courage was there to continue to move on. But it is sad that so many of us do not appreciate what he did. Today, this man is in detention. People hardly talk about him. When we ask to get international lawyer for him, some of you see it as asking for too much. Come on to get an international lawyer for Master Simon Ekpa. It becomes a problem for us. Ordinary international lawyer. More than 50 million Biafrans, you can't raise money to get international lawyer for Master Simon Ekpa. It's a shame. It's a shame. But we must continue to celebrate him. He has done his part. Even if Master Simon Ekpa did not do anything again in the Biafran struggle, you can never write the history of Biafra without his name in it. It is impossible. Only an enemy will write a history of Biafra without putting his name there. He has made his mark and continue to make his mark. And today we are celebrating courage. We are celebrating strength. We are celebrating truth and resilience. That is what we are celebrating. And we will continue to celebrate Master Simon Ekpa's birthday. It doesn't matter what you think or how you feel. He has done his own part. It is left for you to do your own part. Whatever happened to him, he knew that it was coming. He knew that the challenge is coming. He knew that something is going to happen, but he never ran away. It was not roses. Even while he was doing all these videos and dancing, you thought it was roses. If you think it's roses for him, I want you to listen to this program again. Listen to this speech he made here. This speech is loaded. That is why I play it over and over. Listen to the speech, Master Samuel.
I was taking a lot of bullets for me.
Did you hear him? That his godfather in Finland, Mr. Keyo, has taken a lot of bullets for him. Do you know what it means when somebody says that somebody is taking bullets for him? When somebody uses that phrase, that someone is taking bullets for him, you know what it means? Mr. Keyo in Finland was the one taking bullets from Master Simon Ekpa. So some of you thought it was roses. It wasn't roses. Some of you saw it was easy. It wasn't easy. There were challenges coming every now and again. Challenges were coming. But that his godfather took bullet for him. That is why each time I listen to this program, each time I listen to this speech, it gives me an idea of what Master Simon Ekpa was going through. He was almost shedding tears here in this first convention.
I was taking a lot of bullets for me. Because we understand what is going on better than any other person.
He understands what is going on in Finland, in him.
He has been with me since the time he met me to this point, and he believed in me. Mr. Keyo is the secretary of the UPF in Finland. Well, in the afternoon, I'm going to make an official speech which will address a lot of things. I just want to welcome every one of you to Finland. This is the man that everybody wants to crucify. God is going to use me to end Nigeria.
When you watch this video closely, with a clear heart, you will understand the information. And today we are celebrating this man who has given everything out for us. We are celebrating Mazi Simon Ekpa, who has given up everything for Biafra. He gave up his career, his political career in Finland. He gave it up completely. He announced it publicly that he's quitting, just to make sure he focused on the restoration of Biafra. In the midst of the whole fire, the challenges, the attack, right, left, and it wasn't roses in Finland, never roses. But it is sad that many of us do not appreciate Mazi Simon Ekpa for all the wonderful things he did. It is sad. Now, let us listen to some of the messages he preached and some of the speech he made also, for us to know where he's coming from and what he said.
Nnamdi Kanu, I gave him my word that I will never disappoint him. Before you pick a fight, ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na anọ mmadụ n'onu onye ahụ ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pee. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mụ Nigeria n'onu. Gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu. Gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arụma ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ. Woto woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come 2023.
Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kileri, get a cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
That was Mazi Simon Ekpa in some of his speech that he made. When the heat was on, they were writing petitions. Even though they know that Mazi Simon Ekpa was fighting for his rights. He has the right to agitate. Self-determination is supported by international law, by African peoples and human rights law, and by Nigerian law itself. But yet, In the case of Biafra self-determination, they criminalize it. They make it look evil, even when they know that it is not evil. We are doing the right thing. But did that make us to stop? Of course, it didn't. Instead of that making us to stop, it made us to wax stronger. And we became even more strong and strong. Mazi Samuel never get afraid of them one day. He never became scared one day. He never chickened out for responsibility, but he continued to march. Now, for those who do not know, when we say that Mazi Samuel never have not committed any crime, all he was fighting is for the freedom of his people. For those who just joined yesterday or who were not paying attention, I want us to go back to revision and listen to the interview that was granted to Mazi Samuel Ekpa by a British journalist sent by Arise TV. Let us listen to that interview and hear what Mazi Samuel Ekpa had to say and what he responded to the agent they sent to interview him.
Simon, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
So much is riding on this election, especially for young people in Nigeria. They're desperate for change, is my view. Why are you so determined to undermine democracy?
I think undermining democracy is not the right word. Rather, promoting democracy. You give the people a choice. And the choice of the Biafra people is a referendum. It is also a democratic process. So that is not undermining a democracy. More accepted democratic process is when you give the people choice to decide their fate.
But they have a choice. This is an election which will be following democratic laws.
In Nigeria, Biafran people do not have a choice. And that is a historical problem created by the Britain. So everybody, as you have been a journalist with your experience and the history of Nigeria, you agree with me that Nigeria is a mistake because of the tribal and dangerous diversity in Nigeria, which is also a destructive diversity. So when you give the people the choice to choose how they want to live, that is a true democracy. A democracy is not when you bring in the military and invade communities, burn the communities because people are protesting. You kill them. Is that democracy? Do you do that in the United Kingdom? The answer is no.
But what about your role in all this? Your tweets.
My role.
Wait a minute. Your role in all this. Your tweets and your social media. Why the need for violence?
It is. Yeah.
At least 1,500 people died in the last 3 presidential election campaigns.
Was it my fault then?
And there have been deaths so far in this one too.
That's what we want to correct by making sure we do not continue to validate an evil entity that subject their citizens to death. So the only solution to this is to disintegrate this evil entity and allow people to make their choice so that they can develop and, practice politics in the best way possible, just like the Europeans here.
So are you justifying the violence that comes from the kind of stuff that you...
It is not, the violence is not about what I do. It is the provocation of the policy of Nigeria, okay? So it is a long time bomb coming. So what you see happening now, Nigeria have a history of violence from the beginning of Nigeria. After independence, every election in Nigeria has witnessed violence. So it is.
And that is absolute true. You see, Mazi Samuel Ekpa explained to them what they do not know. A journalist that they sent. When they talk about violence, Nigeria has been known by violence from day one. In all their elections, they never conduct any peaceful election in Nigeria. It's always violence. Every election in Nigeria is always violence. You don't need to ask questions. It's always violence. And that's the truth.
Nani, yeah, cool. It's a meter. Yeah. Sorry, that's my security. Yeah.
Right. What's your relationship with Mr. Kanu at the moment?
Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and I regard him as my leader.
Did you talk?
Did you hear that? He was asked his relationship with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the Biafran people, and I regard him as my leader. Mazi Samuel has never one day denied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never one day contested position with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never one day belittled Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never one day contested the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. An international journalist from the UK is the one interviewing him. His relationship with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the Biafran people, and I regard him as my own leader. Remember, he calls himself the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the man we are celebrating today, his birthday.
Have contact with him?
Well, we communicate somehow, but that's a confidential issue.
Did you hear that? That he's always in communication with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it's confidential. You don't need to ask him how or how does he do it. You see, sometimes when I'm doing program and I talk like the program we had was this day before yesterday about Mazi Samuel, but I spoke a lot about the connection between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Samuel. It is so strong and deep that you cannot find any video or write up anywhere where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu condemned Mazi Simon Ekpa. Neither will you find any place where Mazi Simon condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can't see anywhere where Mazi Simon Ekpa was competing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or contesting with him. No. Some of you will say that he said he is not going to obey order from the DSS. He said that under a caveat of the sit at home, which was meant to put pressure to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When it comes to that sit at home that was meant for pressure to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no say in that. He won't comment in that. And you don't expect him to support it from there. That one lies on the shoulder of Mazi Samuel to find a means to release his leader. You see him confirm it here, that he's in communication with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You heard him say it. He was asked if he communicated with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he said he is in communication with him.
But that's a confidential issue.
Because you see, he's.
I want you to hear it again.
Do you talk? Do you have contact with him?
Well, we communicate somehow, but that's a confidential issue.
Because you see, he's disavowed violence.
So why Mazi Samuel was with us? He was communicating with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is his leader. They were always in touch and communicating. Even it is not a mystery, because even his lawyers, we will see him communicate with his lawyers. We hear his lawyers confess that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent them to Mazi Samuel on several occasions. We have had them say he gave them a message to Mazi Samuel. Both Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimako, and the other lawyers. He sent them to Mazi Samuel. And Mazi Samuel never one day contested the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his position or whatever. He never contested. He was always loyal as a disciple he had chosen to be. He was never intoxicated with the fact that the power is in his hand. He was never intoxicated with the fact that now Biafrans love him. He's the one in the front line. He continued to put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu forward. That was Mazi Simon Ekpa. He took responsibility to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including paying the legal fee of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Including paying the legal fees of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Simon Ekpa took charge, including his feeding. He announced it live. He said how many million we will be paying every month for the feeding of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was announced on air. That was Mazi Simon Ekpa, the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the prime minister of the Biafran people, very loyal, the servant of the Biafran people. He was serving diligently, not minding. With all the insult, all the attack and abuse, he was serving. Listen to him.
He thinks he's made statements to say that
Everybody condemn violence. I condemn violence.
Okay.
I have always condemned violence. On social media, maybe you don't follow that. But where is the violence coming? Who are those committing the violence? They are the Nigerian state. And their intention is to use violence to blackmail what we're doing. And of course, you do not expect people who are Nigerians who are angry, who have lost hope. And the next thing you see from them is when you are hopeless, you become violent. So what is happening now is not caused by anybody. It is caused by the system itself. And until we begin to understand that the violence happening in Nigeria is being generated by the Nigeria system itself, we will never be telling ourselves the truth.
Are you going to
definitely
the rhetoric a little bit now? Because we're in the election period. You know people hang on to your words, and it can cause some violence, can't it?
Well, I don't care. We are already at war. In Biafra side of Nigeria, there is a war going on there, and I don't know why medias are not covering it. Do you see a democratic place where the plane will be throwing bombs to the people? It's war. The villages are getting burnt, houses are getting burnt. Even in Ukraine, where you're going to now, the number of people dying in Biafra land outnumber the people dying in Ukraine. So how do you balance that? And who are doing this? The Nigeria themselves, the Nigeria state. When the military comes to the village, instead of protecting the people, they get angry because they obey our orders and then they start burning their villages. So we don't want to continue like that. We want to have, the only solution to this is the disintegration of Nigeria. And if Nigeria do not disintegrate now, the disintegration later on will be very, very, very chaotic. It will be very hard before international community, if they continue to let us manage this and force people into election in Biafra land, when this time bomb is going to explode, it will affect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
One last
it's exploding already.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the election?
Election is not happening in Biafra land.
Because you don't want people to vote?
Not me. Biafra have decided. I am telling you the fact. There is nothing that will make Biafran's people to go.
Election in Biafra land is a taboo. We said it then, and they thought it was a joke. Even today, the way the zoo is going today, do you think election is going to happen? Already they have arrived at one-party system. And that now brings me to what is happening in London. The visit of Tinubu to London confirmed the fact that the British are part of the problem of Nigeria. The visit of Tinubu and the reception he was given confirmed that the British government are part of the evil that is happening in Nigeria. I saw many videos that are flying on Twitter where a United Nations plane was seen in the northern part of Nigeria, in a forest where the terrorists are. United Nations plane is there, dropping things for them. The British involvement in Nigeria can no longer be hidden. With the visit of Tinubu to the UK, every one of us know that Tinubu, of all people, did not win election. Tinubu is illegitimate. Tinubu, as they claimed, with the vote they claimed they have, had only 10% support from the country. And yet, he snatched the presidency. Tinubu is a drug baron. His drug case in the United States is still open. And at a time when Nigeria is a country of particular concern, the United Kingdom opened the door, gate wide, and gave them a red carpet treatment. What does that tell you? In that red carpet treatment, while they were hosting the red carpet treatment, bomb was going on in Borno State. There was no condolence, no message for the Christian genocide. Christians are being murdered in the north every blessed day, even as we speak. There was no message about it. The British authorities, the king did not say anything about that. They pretend it didn't happen. Now, do you still have doubt that the British are involved in everything that is happening in the Zoological Republic? Do you still have a doubt? If you have a doubt, that means you're not human. You see, Mazi Simon Ekpa was not just doing fighting for Biafra because he wants to. He was following the procedure and doing what was supposed to be done. And he explained it very well in this very interview.
This is what it makes a difference. And my activities on social media is educating the people, telling them they are right, that you have a right to say no, and you have the right to say yes.
Who's funding you?
Did you hear that? The activities of Mazi Simon Ekpa on social media was educating Biafrans on what to do, on their choice, on their rights. They have the right to make decisions for themselves. The right to make decisions. The right for self-determination. The right for self-defense. He's on social media was educating us that we have a right. That was all he did. That was the crime he committed. The crime he's committed is that he was educating us on our rights. That's the crime. Did you hear him say it?
It's so this is what it makes a difference. And my activities on social media is educating the people, telling them they are right, that you have a right to say no, and you have the right to say yes.
Who's funding you and your organization?
Biafra people are funding my organization.
Not the Tinubu party.
I have nothing to do with Tinubu. And you know, it's very funny. A lot of people said Tinubu paid me 25 million. How is that possible? How is it possible?
You're denying he
I don't know who is Tinubu. I have never communicated with anybody close to him. Just like the way they forged the letter. The reason why this letter issue, Nigeria is a criminal country. They breed criminals. And that's what we're fighting against. The reason why the letter on gets sorted out easily and fast was because it was against Finland. And Finland have to officially react to the letter. And the letter went viral. There are so many lies against me out there on social media. Nobody could come and say it is not true. Okay? So that is, and those lies, when they continue to say it and maintain it, it becomes truth when nobody debunk it.
You talk about criminals. Do you think the candidates for the presidency are criminals?
They are all criminals, yes. All of them.
Even Peter Obi?
Peter Obi is a criminal.
But he's a southerner, isn't he?
He doesn't, I am not a tribal, listen, I'm not a tribalist. I'm not a tribalist. And that is what makes us different. We want, if I'm criticizing you, I criticize you with fact and figures. I'm going to tell you how all of them are. Do I explain? One, starting from Atiku. Atiku was indicted in the United States for money laundering. He's a criminal. How do you think if Nigeria is a United States, Atiku will come back and start contesting with the criminal record he has to have for money laundering? Tinubu was indicted in the United States for drug pushing. The records are there. So it's criminal. Nigeria is being ruled by criminals, and they breed criminals. Peter Obi his name was in Pandora. He didn't deny it. It's also the part of international money laundering crime. He has $15 million in offshore accounts.
But surely Obi, being a southerner, is on the side of your people.
That is the problem. Why must you have somebody that have to be in the side of my people? That is the dangerous diversity that have brought us this far, because it will never work. Everything about Nigeria is what favors my people. We want a Biafra where everything favors everybody. But when you have Nigeria, it is either Fulani. Now we don't even have Hausa anymore because Fulani have overshadowed them. So it is either you are fighting for Northerner as a Fulani Muslim, or you are fighting for Yorubas, or you are fighting for Igbo people. So how can you continue in that kind of system? This is why we must, make sure that.
That was Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko responding to the British journalist, and he nailed it. While they were seeking answers, asking him different kinds of questions, he was responding and giving them the answer without hesitation. They pushed different kinds of blackmail against him, perpetrating all kind of evil, but he never stops. Today we are remembering a man who fought and fought very well. Let us take a short break and then we'll come back. Thank you for your patience and waiting there. We must continue to celebrate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. The day is a special day, his birthday being on 21st of March 2026. We will continue to celebrate Mazi Simon Ekpa, the servant of the Biafran people, our Prime Minister who has done a great job. And in the celebration of Mazi Simon Ekpa, we will continue to go back to memory lane and play back some of the messages he delivered and some of the information he gave us. We will continue to play back and reflect back to what he has done. Simon Ekpa speaking about the way forward for Biafran people, talking about the diplomatic battle that will happen after declaration of Biafra, stating clearly that the defending Biafra land is the most important thing to do, and he is going to do it to the best of his knowledge. Mazi Simon Ekpa was a formidable Biafra who committed all. Remember, Mazi Simon Ekpa also was leading the Igbos in Finland at a point in time. And I'm going to play that memorable video where Mazi Simon Ekpa was introducing one of the Finnish women who was there during the Civil War, who fought in the Civil War, who was there serving in Biafra land during the Civil War, that was invited in the Igbo festival that spoke, and Mazi Simon was there to introduce her. Let us watch that video. These are memory lane to take us back where we are coming from.
That is going to be an anniversary in Finland for the next 100 years, who knows? So, celebrating Finland 100 years is a very serious business. So, this is actually once in a lifetime thing. As you may know, most of you do not know this woman here. She is a mother, she is a sister, she has been to Biafra land, she has helped the Igbos in the 60s. During the war, she was in Biafra land, and she is a Finn. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Hindika. She is one of a kind. When you begin to imagine and you begin to think about the way multiculturalism is being taken very seriously in Finland, even though there are racism which should not be disputed. But as far back as 1960, this young lady you see here was in Ebola as a social worker and a voluntary worker to the Norwegian, to the church. Yeah, I'm gonna give the microphone to her, and she will have maybe a little bit time to just share a little word with us, and thereafter we proceed to cutting of this cake. Thank you.
It was 50 years ago, I heard Finlandia in Eastern Nigeria radio. And that was the very day, when Eastern Nigeria broke away from Nigeria and Biafra was born. And that day, they said that they wanted they want to play the new anthem of Biafra, and that was the same, or tone of Finlandia. Yeah, 50 years ago.
Thank you very much. We are very happy and very grateful to have you here in our midst for the second time. You are always dear to us. We will always be there for you, like you have been there for us all these years. For over 50 years, she has been there for the Igbos. It is the time for us to show some appreciation. And we will always continue to remember her so long as we are in Finland, so long as the Igbo Union activity continues to exist in Finland. She is going to be by us from now on. Thank you. Now I will proceed to cutting off.
That was a memorable video that was shared by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. The woman that spoke there is a Finnish woman who was in Biafra land, in Igbo land, during the Civil War. She was a social worker, and she saw the war. She saw what happened. That is why we tell you that it's not as if Finland do not know our history. Finland have first-hand information of what Biafrans are going through, of what we have gone through and continue to go through. But for one reason or the other, Pharaoh, that does not recognize the people, came in power and decided to sell his conscience and betrayed our Prime Minister. He betrayed our Prime Minister and sold him out. But by the special grace of God, our Prime Minister is going to join us again very soon. No matter what happened, no matter what we see, do not give up. No matter the circumstances, we will never hands off. We will continue to speak, we will continue to talk, we will continue to fight, we will continue to educate, and we will continue to make sure that our voice is being heard. No amount of propaganda or blackmail will make us to stop asking for our freedom. No matter what they do, we will never, ever, ever allow, no matter the attack. Even in the midst of all the attack, Mazi Simon Ekpa still loves everybody. He accepts everybody. Every time he encourages us to come together and work together. Even in detention where he is, he has sent many messages from detention. The only thing he says to us is, come together, focus on the unity of purpose, focus on the cause of Biafra. Don't fight each other. Even if your brother offends you, for the sake of Biafra, forgive. The same message is what Nnamdi is sending. Forgive and continue to work together in unity of purpose. What about us that are outside? Today that we are celebrating Mazi Simon Ekpa, have a rethink and know that your brother is not an enemy. I know that so many of us are too emotional to a fault. That is why sometimes I find it difficult to respond to people, because I know that so many of us are genuine in our heart, but our emotion cannot allow us to think correctly. Even though they want that Biafra, but the emotion has made them not to think correctly. Sometimes they overreact towards issues. As we were hosting the birthday of Mazi Simon, somebody came on the comment section and was attacking me. What's wrong did I do to conduct the birthday of Mazi Simon? In this program, as I'm hosting the program for the birthday of Mazi Simon, somebody came on the comment section and was writing rubbish, and I have just deleted and blocked the idiot. You came on the program, you saw that what I was doing is to promote Mazi Simon and celebrate Mazi Simon's birthday. Instead of you to join and celebrate or ignore and walk away, you came on the comment section to attack people, to talk down on people. It is sad, but that is how low some people can go. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, supports everybody. Likewise, our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu, and I want us to watch this.
Deliberately looking for who to disturb. Who is going about deliberately looking for who to disturb? You say never go about. You don't need to go about. They will come. They will come for you. You don't need to go about. What did our leader say about these people? I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Say, please don't go about looking for trouble. Chai! The Shoji. Mad people everywhere. I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
That the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a
rather than going on now. Now, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group put?
For those who will always say, "Oh, why don't you win election? Why don't you bring somebody who is going to win election for you? Why don't you go to national conference? Why don't you do this?" Listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered.
Push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not.
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were trashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer points of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria, people are not civilized.
Now, we're out of time, but let me ask you, last week, I believe, the Biafran Zionist movement claimed a responsibility for the attack at the Enugu State Government House. Are you familiar with that group, and what was the mission of that attack?
I am familiar with a lot of groups. That name rings a bell. Anybody that can do anything to disrupt the present orthodoxy of governance by a group of very corrupt cabals is welcome. In that regard, I welcome what they did at Enugu, and I hope that people can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right. While Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, while Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever, just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Nnamdi Kanu is not supporting, is not condemning any group, the people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing tone. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Chai! This OG. And they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa, there was not even, I can defend anything I say. All of you, you could not defend yourself, yet, you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call name, they call only Ekpa? All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is a Wapoda. Simon Ekpa is a Perima. Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one, they say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there. Your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And every day, if you don't, of course, some of you can never learn. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you are a terrorist, oh, Jesus Christ. This BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media, because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. It's a body boss. It's in pataka everywhere.
You have heard it. Master Samuel just made a very important statement there. When you are blackmailing him, some of you that are working to make sure he's not released, if you're one of those working to make sure he's not released and you think you're doing it against him, you are doing it against yourself. Like some of you that call him a terrorist, you are calling yourself a terrorist. The brother of a criminal has the potential to become a criminal tomorrow. Don't think that when you blackmail your brother and call yourself your brother a terrorist, that others will see you as a genuine person. You are sick. Once you call your brother a terrorist, it means there is terrorism in your gene, and you have that potential to become a terrorist tomorrow. That is the danger. When you refer to your brother as a terrorist, nobody will not trust you. They know that you have the potential to become a terrorist tomorrow. For some of you who are working to make sure that Simon Ekpa is not released, it is going to backfire on you. The same thing you wish him is going to come after you. As for Simon Ekpa, he will definitely be released by the special grace of Chukwu because he has not committed any crime. He was fighting for self-determination, teaching and educating his own people on their rights, the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense. That was all he did. And that is not a crime. But Nigerian government, for one reason or the other, have manipulated everything, refused to admit his own evidence, entered into Finland and convicted him illegally. And we believe by August 5th, it will be a different ball game. Master Simon Ekpa has equally asked everyone to join him in August 5th in Finland. Go and buy your ticket now. Buy your ticket now. It's going to be cheap from now to August 5th for us to be in solidarity with Master Simon Ekpa that day in the court. They are going to see a full house and know that he has people. Also, in the international lawyer, make sure you contribute to the international lawyer. And if you feel that Master Simon Ekpa does not deserve an international lawyer, then you're a fool. Any one of you that think that Master Simon Ekpa does not deserve an international lawyer, you're a fool. You're deceiving yourself. Meanwhile, it is not compulsory. If you don't want to contribute towards the international lawyer, don't speak against it. Don't fight it. In this journey of Biafra, I believe there is division of labor. You can't do everything. Understood? You cannot be everywhere. There are people who are in diplomacy. If that is the area you are and you are performing, continue in your diplomacy. There are people who are in defense. If that is the area where you can perform, continue in your defense. There are people who are in legal activities, legal that has to do with our spirit, Nnamdi. If that is where you are, continue on your legal aspect. Don't fight any group simply because you are not the one in charge. You are fighting it. Don't fight any project simply because you are not the one in charge. You don't have to fight it. Pretend that you don't even know that that project is existing and focus on that one that you have conviction on. At the end of the day, unity of purpose. We will harmonize every group. Whatever you have done will be harmonized. And we will arrive at our destination with a great achievement. But when you spend your time attacking your brother, your sister, abusing and insulting, you are destroying yourself. You are destroying yourself and you will not achieve anything in all those your manipulation. You won't achieve anything. So no matter what happens, we will continue to celebrate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. We will continue to celebrate him. He has done a great job and continue to do. Up to this moment, he is there fighting for us and we must fight for him.
The champion, the land.
Thank you for your patience. We will continue to celebrate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, who has fought formidably for the Biafran people. Today is his birthday, the 21st of March, 2026. We will continue to celebrate him. He deserves all the celebration. He deserves all the prayer. Wherever you are, continue to pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. Continue to wish him well. Continue to make contribution towards his release. Continue to keep his legacy wherever you are. Do not be discouraged. No matter the temptation, no matter the obstacles, no matter the attacks that is going to be coming from east, west, north, and south, do not give up. We will continue to propagate the gospel. We will continue to present Mazi Simon Ekpa to the world as an innocent man that he is, the ambassador of peace. Remember, he won the ambassador of peace from South Korea. He was given the ambassador of peace. So this is an innocent man that they have decided to take out because of the global conspiracy against the Biafran people. But by the special grace of Chukwu Okike, we will do everything humanly possible to make sure that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is back on board. And is going to be back on board very soon. Wherever you are, continue to pray for him. Continue to wish him well. Continue to make contribution towards his release. More especially towards the foreign lawyer for him, international lawyer that he needs. It is very important. When they tell you that he doesn't need an international lawyer, that is a lie from the pit of hell. It is because of lack of international lawyer. That was why he did not have a proper representation on the first instance. On the first instance, he was supposed to have an international lawyer that will be monitoring to make sure that every of his human rights is respected. But he didn't have that. Our Prime Minister was working with a pro bono lawyer, government lawyer that was given with him by Finnish authority. There is no way the government will be after you, working against you, and give you a lawyer and you win. It is not possible. It is not possible. You can imagine. The government lawyer got him 6 years. You can imagine what will happen if he had had his own lawyer. If he has had his own lawyer, he should have been free. But they could not be able to admit every single evidence that he has against the Nigerian government. None of them was admitted. It is a shame. It is a very big shame. Myself, I am ashamed. When I speak about it, even though I talk about it, I feel ashamed that a whole prime minister of Biafra was not properly represented in the Finnish court. It is a shameful thing. And it is heartbreaking that he was not properly represented. And now the opportunity has come again for us to make sure he gets a proper representation on the 8th, on the 5th of August. It is very, very important. The flyers and the contacts are there for you to make contribution towards his international lawyer. The international lawyer has a responsibility to make sure that his right is respected. The international lawyer will liaise with Foreign Minister of Finland. He will liaise with the United Nations. He will liaise with the European Union. He will liaise with the United States to make sure that they put their searchlight on the case of Mazi Samaneba. That is the importance of the international lawyer. The international lawyer is not going to sit in the court in Finland to defend him, but the international lawyer is going to build a boundary and barrier that will make the government to know that somebody is watching. They will know that somebody is watching, and if they go out of the law, that they will face the consequence. There are certain things you cannot do when the searchlight of the world is on you. No matter how fraudulent you are, no matter how evil you are, there are certain things you cannot do when the searchlight of the world is on you. That is why the only way we can put that searchlight on Finland is by using an international lawyer. And I thank you, international lawyer has already been provided from the United States of America, a man that is very connected. The contact is out there in the public. You can verify about him and his personality, and you can equally make a call and find out on what is happening and the way forward. Mazi Samaneba deserves an international lawyer. And I thank you that a group of 100 men have come out together to make sure that Mazi Samaneba gets a proper representation. Support that initiative. Support that initiative. Look for the link. Make this, join the program. I think the fundraising is going to go up tomorrow. The fundraising will be going on tomorrow. Make sure you join that fundraising tomorrow to support the international lawyer of Mazi Samaneba. He deserves it. Let that be your birthday gift for him. Let your birthday gift for Mazi Samaneba, present it tomorrow on the fundraising. Come to that fundraising and give your birthday gift to Mazi Samaneba. He deserves it. He worked for it. He sacrificed for it. He deserves it. We cannot ignore him. We cannot pretend about this. We need to give him all the support that he deserves. So as we go forward, I would like us to listen to this message where Mazi Samaneba also confirmed that he will never, ever leave the cause of Biafra, and he will never betray the cause of Biafra. No matter what they offer to him, he will never betray the cause of Biafra. I want us to listen to this very broadcast that Mazi Samaneba made, where a question was asked and what he responded. Listen and hear.
Of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are glad to have you. Thank you. I have just two questions. And number one is there anything that can be given to you that we offer you, or that they can be promised to you that will make you change your mind about Biafran restoration come 2nd of December? Is there any gift, any promise, anything that can give you for exchange? That is number one. Number two, the people we have today as political leaders in Biafra territory, after December 2nd, what will be their fate? Let me stop in these two.
Yeah, sorry, because as I'm listening to you, I am also writing update, because today I live, or in these days I live 72 hours a day. Why average person have 24 hours? I live 72. So I do many things at a time. So you talked about what we're going to do to those politicians who have been fighting against the Biafra struggle, right? Was that your question?
Yes, that's my question, sir. Exactly.
All right.
I say,
So
what are we going to do with these politicians that have held bent in serving the zoo and continue to do so on the 2nd of December? What are we going to do to them? And the other one is there anything that can be given to you for exchange or for you to drop the vision or the aim to have Biafran independent come 2nd December?
I want you to understand our slogan have changed. Our slogan is freedom or die. And let me make it very clear that when we say freedom or die, it is not about Simon Ekpa. I will be here to finish this war and this fight that I have started. One thing is that anybody that is thinking that Simon Ekpa is going to compromise, the person have not been, I don't think that person have been born. Simon Ekpa will be the last person to even think about compromising or discussing with anybody anything that is not the freedom of Biafra. And like I said, any day I discuss with anybody, instead of discussing the Biafra freedom, I discuss for my interest. The spirit of my mother will slap me deaf and dumb.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Mazi Simon Ekpa swore and said any day he discussed with anybody anything in regard to betray Biafra or sell out, that the spirit of his late mother will slap him deaf and dumb. This is the oath Mazi Simon Ekpa took on a live program. On a live program. That any day he thinks of betraying Biafra or selling out, the spirit of his mother will slap him deaf and dumb. What else do you want to hear? How many of you can be bold to take the same oath? How many of the people parading themselves today can be able to take this oath and say any day they betray Biafra, let such kind of heavy cost come upon them? You know what it is for somebody to call for invoke the spirit of his late mother to slap him deaf and dumb? This is the man we are celebrating today. Committed to the cause of Biafra and ready to make every sacrifice necessary to see that Biafra becomes a reality. Listen to him. Listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa. He deserves all the attention. He deserves all the praises. And he deserves the honor we give to him.
I have been born. Simon Ekpa will be the last person to even think about compromising or discussing with anybody anything that is not the freedom of Biafra. And like I said, any day I discuss with anybody, instead of discussing the Biafra freedom, I discuss for my interest. The spirit of my mother will slap me deaf and dumb. People don't know how I managed to come to do what I'm doing today. And like I said, I will remain a mystery. There is something powerful force that I can never go against. So any day that I do something that is not for the interest of Biafra and how Biafra will come, the spirit of my mother will slap me deaf and dumb. I think that is the highest thing that will happen to somebody before the person dies. So issue of Simon Ekpa compromising or collecting anything shouldn't come to anybody's mind. And those who have worked very closely with me will understand what I'm saying. Having said that, those who say they are not going to stay alive and see Biafra come, you see they are dying one after the other. So the politicians you are talking about, you should be talking about if they are alive till then. So those who make it alive will be treated in accordance with the Biafra law, the law of Biafra and the constitution of Biafra. So what the law says about the politicians who fought against the freedom of Biafra will take its course, not what Simon Ekpa say. So the law of Biafra will be designed based on the experience we have, based on what we went through in the process of our freedom, and on that ground, those that will write the constitution of Biafra will design it in a way that they will touch those who have fought against us, especially those who fall into the categories of politicians who are hell-bent to serve Nigeria, not Simon Ekpa. But of course, the law of Biafra will take its course, and the law enforcement agency of Biafra land will make sure that they uphold the law of Biafra, and those who found wanting will serve, will given the punishment they deserve in accordance with the Biafra constitution, the Biafra law. Thank you very much.
You have had
Thank you,
a wonderful response.
Thank you. The last
that came from
the person that came up,
Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, responding to a direct question that the Biafran asked, if he will ever betray Biafra. And he made it very clear that he will never, ever betray the cause of Biafra. He went ahead to take an oath with his mother that any day he does, that the spirit of his mother will slap him deaf and dumb. What other oath can be greater than that? What other oath can be greater than that? I'm asking, what other oath can be greater than that Mazi Simon just took? What else do you want him to say? What else do you want him to do? What else do you want to hear from him? The Prime Minister has given everything out for the cause of Biafra. He's ready and willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable. And he's not holding back anything. He is not holding back anything, nothing whatsoever. He's giving out every single thing. Not holding back. I want us to listen to this one.
mgbe Usman Dan Fodio buru agha nke ya wee bata wee gbugide ndị ugwu wee gbuchie ha wee were ana ha, akụkọ ahụ bụ ihe a na-akọrọ anyị. Akọgide aka ka Usman Dan Fodio si wee gbuchie ndị ugwu, o wee bụzi ya datina onye sizi n'ugwu Awụsa wee pụta mụọ agụ ụrọ n'ala Igbo isisi agbakwana ejekwana dị ọgụ na ọ na-akpọkwa daga maka ọrụ ihe a kọrọ anyị. Ndị a were egwu onye Awụsa mụọ agụ ụra ịgbachi ya nkịtị maka na ịma na ọ ga-ama gị daga, mana ọmacha gị daga ahụ nwe ihe ị ga-eme. Ndị a wee were ụjọ wee jide anyị wee na-adagbuo onye ugwu mee gị ihe ịgbachi nkịtị ị na-edi ya, mana onye nwanne gị bụ onye Igbo mee gị ihe o wee Biafra mee gị ihe isi ka egbuo ya nkịta nke echi maka na ịma na ọ naghị ama daga. Aga m agwa unu na daga anyị kịta abụrụzi against ndị Igbo, daga anyị kịta bụ against ndị ahụ bịara be anyị igbu anyị kwotu Usman Dan Fodio style. A ga-ama ha ivu eva n'ụwa niile a, daga niile ha malụ n'ugwu Awụsa anyị ga-amakarịa ha nwasef ebe a ka anyị nọ amachazịa ozi onwe ya. We will now begin to idozi ana anyị, dozie ana Igbo, dozie ana Biafra ọ dịla anyị mma maka na ihe anyị na-achọ ka ọ dị onye ọbụla na mma ka ihe niile a na-eme na-aga aga. Onye nwere isi ọgụgụ ọ gụọ, onye nwere isi eji alụpụta ihe o mee ya, na-arụ ya, na-afọ ya n'anya, na-eme kọmpetishọn n'ọhịa ọhịa na-eme ka ụwa dị mma. Onye ọbụla na-egoli. Ndewonu.
Those messages that he gave to inspire us, to make us stand strong. And as we are celebrating the birthday of Mazi Simon Ekpa, I also want to go back to one of the reports that was given after the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa. You know, like some people who are scared that Mazi Simon Ekpa will be extraordinary rendition. He will be rendition, he will be rendition, he will be rendition. In Nigeria, there was a program that was held in Arise TV, and an expert came there to explain what can happen in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is important we go back. You know, today we are reflecting to every video that has to do with Mazi Simon Ekpa all the informations, both truth and lies, everything that we are coming, accusations, we are refreshing back. So I want to bring up that video, on that video that was made in Arrest TV, where somebody spoke about the possibility of extraditing Mazi Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. I want us to look into, because so many of us up to today are still doing that line that maybe Mazi Simon Ekpa will be extradited. And I want us to go back to memory lane and listen.
Speak as a professional, and secondly, I speak as a Nigerian, nothing more, nothing less. Professionally speaking, the Finnish authorities have done their due diligence and they have reasonable grounds to arrest Mr. Simon Ekpa. And in that arrest, they followed due diligence to now charge him based on the information we are getting. Obviously, we still have a lot of work to do for clarifications, to authenticate all these informations. Now, with that due diligence done, it's now meant for the law court in Finland to now look into the request by the Chief of Defense Staff to extradite Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. Professionally speaking, the chances are possible to extradite Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. However, in my opinion, it's almost impossible. Though it's not 100% impossible, because one, there is no extradition treaty between Finland and Nigeria. Number two, the Finnish authorities have every right to take him to court to answer to the charges against him, and that is perfect, that is due diligence. And afterwards, don't forget the CJEU, the Criminal Justice of the European Union, also have a right under the European human rights to also test if he's suitable to be extradited to Nigeria based on one, the charges against him, and number two, the fundamentals, because he has to defend himself in a court of law. Yes. You cannot just bring charges without him answering in response to the reasons why he's inciting violence, to the fundamentals why he thinks there's a reason for him to request for self-determination for the people of Biafra. The Criminal Court of Justice of the European Union has to check if they believe in self-determination. They have to check if they believe in human rights abuses. Because bringing that man to Nigeria is a great idea, but I'm not sure that the Chief of Defense Staff should go home and relax and sleep, because they have to consider the human rights records in Nigeria as a country. Obviously, we are all Nigerians. We know our human rights records. There is nothing to boast about. And in instances like people that have disappeared in Nigeria, off my head, Daddy Atta is still being looked for. Nobody has seen him for years. The people that participated in the so-called NSAS protest, many of them, after the panel, no human rights justice for them. The people that were involved in the End Bad Governance protest, no human rights for them. Even last week, we saw the human abuse of a couple by an army general. Up to today, we are still hearing. Or about politicians who believe they can buy the justice system in Nigeria. Or politicians who believe they can buy vehicles, build houses for justices. So obviously, we have to understand that Simon Ekpa has to answer to his charges against him. I think that's due diligence to do, and I support that. However, we have to also ask ourselves, can the Finnish authorities, if they want to copy what we do in Nigeria, example, Simon Ekpa is a politician in Finland today. He joined politics in 2017 and is a member of the National Coalition Party, the ruling party in Finland today. They won their national elections in February this year, and they have a president of the country. Simon Ekpa also served the country as an army officer. Now, if you look at this human rights record in Nigeria, what Nigerian politicians have done about justice in Nigeria, do you think the National Coalition Party of Finland will feel comfortable to extradite Simon Ekpa to Nigeria based on zero extraditory treaty between Nigeria and Finland and based on human rights of Nigeria in general? So I think the writing has been done. But in conclusion, sir, I think Nigeria also has the copy from Finland to know that due diligence matters. Due
All right,
diligence pays,
Mr.
not where people can buy justices.
I played this video to refresh our memory. As for those who are scared whether Mazi Simon Ekpa will be extradited, it will not happen. It is not going to happen. Don't be afraid. Just like this expert have explained, we know the global politics that happens and all their maneuver, just like they end up in sentencing Mazi Simon Ekpa. But the most important thing is this human rights record and the extradition treaty. That is why it is important Mazi Simon Ekpa must have an international lawyer standby. Nigeria and Finland can manipulate themselves, but when there is an international observer, that international lawyer will not be like an international observer who can liaise with their foreign affairs minister, liaise with the European Union, liaise with the United Nations and the United States. They can never, ever, ever manipulate the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is where the international lawyer plays a major role. For some of us who think, oh, he doesn't have to have, Finland doesn't allow foreign lawyer, you are a joker. You are deceiving yourself. Oh, a foreign lawyer cannot represent myself. They don't allow. The lawyer that is going there is not going there to stand in court and quote law for Mazi Simon Ekpa or defend him in the court. He is going to be a mediator. He is going to be interfacing with the external affairs minister of Finland. He's going to be confronting the United Nations. He's going to be confronting the European Union. He's going to be confronting the United States. And this confrontation will put a torchlight on Finland. Extradition treaty, the human right of Mazi Simon Ekpa abused, and the non-admittance of the evidence against Nigeria. Mazi Simon Ekpa or Finland lawyer cannot make those torchlight. You need an international lawyer to be there to do it. That is why it is needful that Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko has an international lawyer. And if you're one of those that is speaking against that international lawyer, stop doing that. You are doing that out of ignorance. If you're one of those fighting against Mazi Simon Ekpa having an international lawyer, stop it. Stop it. Stop fighting it. Even if you don't want to do it, no problem. If you don't want to contribute, no problem. Allow those people, the 100 men who have volunteered and taken that as their own challenge, allow them to do it. Support them any way you can. If you can, support them. If you don't want to support them, don't fight against them. Don't speak against them. Don't demoralize them. Allow them to do that job. Focus on the one you know you can do. We have the defense, they are on their own side. We have the diplomatic issues, they are there. We have other administrative assignments. Anyone you can do, focus on it. We have protest. Focus on anyone you know you can be able to do. And don't be an obstacle. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, must be released because he has not committed any crime. That is why every one of us is speaking on for him. What Mazi Simon Ekpa did is exactly what we are doing. If Mazi Simon was committing a crime, we would not be online speaking every day. If Mazi Simon Ekpa committed a crime, we will not be online every day committing the same crime. We will not. But Mazi Simon Ekpa did not commit any crime. He was an innocent man. An innocent man only asking for the freedom of his people. Only asking for self-determination, which is his right. That's all he did. He did not do anything bad or evil. He did not kill anybody. There has not been any record of anybody that came out and said, Mazi Simon Ekpa took his life. No. It never happened. Nobody has come to testify and say, Mazi Simon can send him to commit crime. No. No one. So why are you speaking against him? Why are you bent on fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa? Why are you speaking against him? What has he done against you? Nothing. Only because of your hatred. Why are you hating him for no reason, for no just cause? You are just hating him for no reason, for no cause. He did not stand on the way. He did not take your wife. Neither did he take your business. The only thing he said is that the people must be free. One of the greatest achievements of Master Samuel is to put up self-defense to defend our land. He put off self-defense to defend our land. That wasn't a crime. It is the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. I want us to listen to this.
Because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, but since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself in war. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Lord Lugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much.
That was our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, delivering that wonderful message. Mazi Simon Ekpa has done his part and continue to do. And we will continue to remember him. We will continue to keep his legacy. We will continue to make sure that we will fight for his freedom. And I believe that in a short while, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa will be released. We must have to continue to support the quest for the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa. We must have to continue to preach and speak, to notify the world, call the world attention on the situation. We must not be silent. We must not run away from our responsibility. We must continue to make sure that the voice of the Biafran people is heard. Today, we celebrate the legacy of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Today, we celebrate strength, we celebrate resistance, we celebrate truth, we celebrate consistency, we celebrate the good work of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And every one of us must continue to pray for him. Pray for him the best way you can. He has done a wonderful job for us. And it is time for us to pay back to him. How do we pay back to him? Is to support the pursuit of his freedom. Support the legal fight of his international lawyer. Tomorrow is the fundraising. Be in that fundraising. His birthday gift, put that his birthday gift into his legal contribution. Tomorrow fundraising will be for the legal of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Join and put your birthday gift for him there. No matter how little it is, it will go a long way. Write your name in that book. If you have conscience and you're human, do not fight against that fundraising for the freedom of Mazi Simon Ekpa, for his international lawyer. Don't fight it. Something you could not do and somebody is doing it, you know it is the right thing to do. Don't fight it. Focus on the one you feel you are doing or the one you can do. And those you cannot do, allow the people who can do it to do it. That is the best you can do. We have unity of purpose. We are pursuing one cause, freedom for all of us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there for us. Mazi Simon Ekpa is also in Finland for us. Anything that has to do with their legal fees or release, every Biafra must support it. Because these people have sacrificed everything sacrificable. We are the family they have. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every single one of us that was able to connect to this program today. I thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate you for joining me to celebrate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. We will continue to celebrate him until he joins us. Continue to pray for him. Any moment, any time, put him in your prayer points, in your churches, in your homes. Whenever you put your knee on the ground, pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko for divine protection, for divine strength, for divine wisdom, for divine healing. Pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will put words into his mouth. He's in a foreign land, all by himself. Chukwu Okike Abiama is the advocate that he has. Continue to pray for him. No weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. Whatever pit they have dug for him, those that dig that pit will fall into it. Any pit they have dug for Mazi Simon Ekpa, the people that dug that pit will be buried in that very pit. Any evil plan they have made against Mazi Simon Ekpa, it will come upon the people that make that plan. Whatever trap they have set for him, it will catch those who set the trap. I pray that our Prime Minister will be delivered. I pray that he will join us soon. I pray that no evil shall befall him. I pray that favor will follow him wherever he goes. Wherever Mazi Simon Ekpa is today, favor will continue to follow him. Favor will continue to follow him. Favor will continue to follow him. I pray for every Biafran across the world that are watching wherever you're watching from. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect all of us, secure us, be our guide and protector, and no evil shall befall us. I pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for divine protection, for favor, for health, for revelations, and for freedom. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. And no weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching this program. I appreciate everyone that has participated on today's program. Please like and share this program. Don't just watch it and go away. Click like, give a thumbs up to the program, and share it to go viral. You know we are in a new platform. Our former platform has been hijacked. We are also praying and working to make sure we retrieve that very platform. Before we retrieve that platform, we will continue to broadcast here. This is where we broadcast, and many people don't know that this is where we are. Many people cannot be able to locate us. So by the time you are sharing, you are liking, you click like and you share, you click like and you share, people can be able to locate us and know where we are preaching our message, and we will still get back our family very soon. So please, as you join the program, like It will not cost you money. It will not take out your data. It's not going to take anything from you. The only thing it's going to make is to notify people to know what is going on. So please, click like before you leave. If you have not yet liked this video, click like and share it in all the platforms where you belong. Share it in your WhatsApp group to family and friends. You never can tell who is going to get this message and be encouraged. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every single one of us Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. I will see you again later in the day. I'm going to come back again for press review that we will do in the evening. So join us in the evening press review. A lot will be said and exposed. This morning section is dedicated to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we have done it well. I appreciate every one of you that have been with us. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. See you again in the evening by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama.
The champion de la Biafra, where you dey? We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. we go march along. From the east to the west, we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free, our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free, our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we they demand without fronting. Biafra land, we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west, we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, oh, I call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.